Hello, guys, and welcome to our 1K subscriber celebrations and Q&A. And this is where I get the opportunity to speak to you guys about a project that I've been working on as well. So I'm really excited to be here, and yeah, I just can't wait to share all the good stuff. Now, at the moment, we're just waiting for a few people to join the live. Yeah, so just waiting for a few people to join the live. It's just been really amazing behind the scenes, and the fact that achieving 1K subscribers was just like wow. I was just so overwhelmed that each and every single one of you took the time to subscribe to my channel and support me. So I'm just so excited, seriously. Just waiting for a couple more people to join us on this live, and then we'll just get the ball rolling, guys. So just want to find out where you're all like listening in from. Please do let me know where you're all listening in from. If you can type also in the comment section. So, hi, welcome to this 1K celebration live. Let me know where you're listening in from, and I'm hoping that you're one of our subscribers. So, if you are, thank you so much for contributing towards this 1K. Well, it's more than 1K now. So we've got over 1K subscribers. Where are you guys listening in from? So let me know. Let me know. So I'll just sort of go ahead. So yes, as I said before, we're celebrating 1K subscribers here on the channel. Hi, Natasha from Trinidad. Thank you so much for being here and supporting us. I hope you're a subscriber, and everyone else in here who's watching at the moment, I hope you're subscribed. As I said, I'm celebrating 1K here on YouTube, and it's just been a journey to finally hit this milestone. So obviously I had to come on here and just thank every single one of my subscribers, for all the love and support. I was on Wadamaya's channel. If you don't know his channel, please go and check it out. And he helped me to reach my milestone alongside African superstar. Like, she was amazing as well, helping me to achieve my 1K subscribers. We're getting some others joining. Welcome to the family. As I said, this is from the title. I think you guys can see that I'm celebrating 1K subscribers here on YouTube. So it's really exciting times. I just need to know where you guys are all listening in from. So I've already got Trinidad, the Caribbean. So let me know where you guys are all listening in from. If you guys are going to stick around with me for this celebration, I need you guys to get maybe your alcoholic beverage. Or if you don't drink, get your non-alcoholic beverage. I've already got my non-alcoholic drink here. Whether you want to grab water, whether you want to grab water or anything that you like to drink, basically. So, new subscriber, yes, saw you on African superstar, I think. Yes, so yeah, I was over there, and she sort of helped me to gain that 1K subscriber. So that was amazing. That was really, really amazing. I'm really grateful for all the help from her, and as I said, Wadamaya as well. Through being on their platform, I've been able to grow my platform. So first of all, we want to kick this off with a Q&A. If anyone has any questions, sorry, before we even get into the questions, joining me here is my husband, Patrick. So my name is Kerry-Ann, and my husband is Patrick, Mr. and Mrs. Masazero, basically. Okay. So I'm here with my husband, who's on supporting me, guys. So yeah, show him some love. Well, show us some love. Show us some love. So again, if you have any questions, please send your questions in. I'll be so grateful if you send your questions in to me. I'll be so grateful. Any questions that you have for us or for me, I'd appreciate that so much. So please go ahead and send your questions in. Right, so as I'm waiting for questions, what I think I'll do is tell you guys a little bit about myself, just a bit about my backstory and basically why I'm here on YouTube. So to be honest, I kind of started YouTube to document my journey. I love to travel. I'm someone who loves to dream big. So it was just about, you know, in trying to show my journey that here on YouTube, as well as inspiring others on YouTube. I would consider myself like an African YouTuber who's sort of wanting to showcase like the brilliance of Africa. So basically, this whole journey started when I was just 15 years old, sort of dancing around in my front room and seeing an advert come on TV, and it was basically trying to get people to donate to Africa, a cause in Africa. And on the TV was children with flies all over their heads, and you know, with these really big stomachs. So those of you, sorry, who are joining us, thank you guys so much for being here. We're celebrating 1K subscribers here on the channel. So thank you guys so much. I'm super excited. So if I'm stuttering, it's because there's too much excitement in my bones. So just starting on my whole journey, so you guys understand where I'm coming from. So I was watching the telly, and you know, as I said, they were advertising. I cannot remember which company was basically advertising for people to donate to African children. And, you know, a lot of what we see in Western media about Africa, even when I was 15 up till now, has been quite negative. But anyway, when I was dancing around my front room, I paused for a moment and I was like, you know what? I'm 15 now, but when I get older and I have the opportunity to travel to Africa, I need to go, because I don't believe that this is the full story. I felt like there was something beyond, there's something more than what they show you in the Western media of Africa. And a lot of the time it is about Africa being very sort of filled with disease, you know, all these children that need help and donations, all these children that are malnourished, you know. So fast forward now, 2010, I got the opportunity to go to Africa for the first time. And this was, I had the opportunity to go to Ghana for the first time, and spending 12 weeks in Ghana basically changed my life. Obviously, I did see the poverty side of things, but I also saw the beauty of Africa, and also found out that, you know, these people, some of these people, even though they have very little, like they were just so filled with love, and they had so much that us in the West really kind of struggle. A lot of people struggle with like stress and, you know, all of that kind of thing. So we're getting some new people onto our lives. Thank you guys so much. I'm seeing you guys. As I said, we're celebrating 1K here on YouTube. I really appreciate everyone for coming in. So as I was saying, you know, going to Ghana in 2010 really sort of changed my life, and that sort of spiraled everything. It was like, right, you know, Africa is the place I want to be. And, you know, basically I came back and I was sort of filled with all this zeal and wanting to do more for Africa. What can I do? How can I contribute? And I started up this not-for-profit organization, and that was running for several years. I went back to Ghana. I also went to Jamaica also to do some work with an orphanage there with vulnerable children, and that was amazing as well. I went back to Ghana. I worked with hospitals and orphanages and schools as well. So that's what I've been doing over the past couple of years. And then sort of meeting actually, no. I then ended up putting my organization on hold so that I could obtain a master's in global health and international development, because I felt like I really wanted to understand more about Africa and the development issues on a deeper level, in order to sort of bring a tangible contribution to Africa and a sustainable change. And there was something that stood out to me when I was doing my master's. Actually, one of my lecturers saying to me, you know what, when I'm here lecturing, because the reality is that when you get out there and you're working with these NGOs, you sort of hit a glass ceiling, because you go in there so zealous and wanting to make a change, but actually, because of the way that things are, because of the way things are structured, you hit a glass wall, and actually you're not able to make the change that you want to see in the world. And I was like, right, okay. But there were so many things that made me sort of move away from the idea of working, applying for jobs within NGOs. One, because there's like the lack of transparency. There's so many organizations that are out there in Africa, thousands of organizations that are out there working for the betterment of Africa. They raise millions of pounds. When you go to some of these villages, that NGOs are supposed to be working in, you just don't see the impact on the ground. And I've been traveling to Ghana, Rwanda, Uganda, Kenya, and so I do have that bit of knowledge as well. And my research project, actually, I did my master's research project in Ghana, where I basically looked at stroke and how that is having a massive impact on Africans, and it's actually having, basically it's on the rise, basically. So I'm seeing more of you guys joining the live. Thank you guys so much for being here, taking the time out to celebrate with me, achieving 1K here on YouTube. So I really appreciate every single one of you. So I finished my master's now, then got married to this guy here, got married and had 2 wonderful babies. Oh, and obviously a wonderful husband. He's amazing. And so that like my whole work with Africa has been on pause, but there's always been this sort of drive, this burning drive within me, saying like, this is your calling. This is what you're meant to do. You're meant to be in Africa. You're meant to, develop projects. You're supposed to create jobs. You're supposed to work with people, build partnerships, inspire others to contribute towards development and change within Africa. So that sort of brought me back to YouTube. I actually moved to Rwanda in January, came back to, was there for about 3 months, I think. We're there for about 3 months. And unfortunately, one of my family members passed away. So I came back to the UK to bury her. And basically the whole thing with coronavirus spiraled, and the lockdown and everything like that meant that we were kind of stuck in the UK. But we were working on some projects when we were in Rwanda, which I'm going to share with you guys here on the channel. So yeah, we're working on some projects. We're back here now. We're in the UK, but we're really eager to get back to Rwanda, and we will be going back to Rwanda as soon as we have the opportunity to get back to Rwanda. So basically, I feel like I've been talking so much, and I'm seeing all the comments come through, and thanking everyone. I can see Siobhan Bailey Music here. I can see Lisa here as well. Dave, Natasha. So thank you guys so much. Every single one of you who are here and joining the live. This is the 1K celebration here on YouTube. I really appreciate You know, every single one of you taking the time to come and support me on the channel. You don't understand how much that means to me. I'm just going to give you guys an opportunity to you know, give me some questions and throw some questions at us, you know, because I do want this to be interactive as well. So please, please, please do throw your questions in at me. Thank you. Yeah. So again, if you guys have questions, please go ahead and send your questions in. Please, please, please send your questions in. So guys, I hope you guys have got your drinks with you, because I just want to do this whole cheers thing. This is non-alcoholic beverage, by the way. Because in case some people are like, you know, you're drinking alcohol. No, this is non-alcoholic beverage. But you know, whatever you have, whether it's wine, whatever, water, a cup of tea. I just want to say thank you to every single one of you that are here supporting me. I really appreciate it, and I hope that there's bigger and better things coming here on YouTube for me. And I do wish all my subscribers the best as well. So cheers, guys. Cheers, 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 cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. So yeah. I'm not seeing any questions coming in. What's going on, guys? Sorry about that. So Siobhan saying, how are you juggling it with all being a wife, mummy, and having such a crazy vision? Oh, wow. You know what? I've really been thankful, because even before I got married to my husband, one of my prayers, I guess, has been like, I really want to marry someone who shares a similar vision to myself. And so for me, that was important for me. And I remember like certain people saying to me, but what if you know, that man, his visions don't align with you and you want to go abroad? Because I've always expressed, even to my friends, that, you know, I want to be in Africa. That's where my calling is. And so it's just been amazing that, you know, his visions align with mine. And that's something I spoke to him about even before getting married. And to be honest, he, even studying my master's, global health and international development, he was the one that encouraged me. And yeah, he encouraged me and supported me throughout the whole journey. And yeah, he's very much a part of that vision. And you know, we will talk about some of the projects as well that we're involved in together, because yeah, he's my husband, my business partner, my, you know, my everything basically. So yes, my husband supports me 100% with the vision, and like, you know, just being supportive with the kids as well. So that's been really, really important. Okay, do you know of any app developers who are Black that I can do business with in the UK? I don't know any app developers, but if anyone else in the group knows any app developers who are Black, please do send it through the comment section. And was interested in finding out more about the projects you're working on. Okay, definitely, that's coming. So we're seeing more people joining the live. So thank you guys so much for being here. Natasha's asking about the projects that we, you know, that we're working on. We will get onto that. We'll take like one more question. If not, then we'll go on to like the projects. We'll go on to the projects that we're working on, basically. If anyone has any more questions, please, please, please feel free to send those questions through. Really appreciate that. So guys, let's just get into the projects that I'm working on. So I am working on, specifically, actually, we've decided to run our projects in Rwanda. So the country that we want to support is Rwanda, because obviously there's so many different countries out there, but we've chosen Rwanda to start with. So we're actually working on a healthcare project. So at the moment, we're sort of negotiating contracts, which involves bringing healthcare professionals from the UK and other parts of the world to Rwanda. So that will be like elective placements. So anybody who wants to gain work experience in the health field and to sort of gain knowledge and experience in Rwanda, as well as contribute to healthcare and development in Rwanda. So that's one of the projects we are currently working on, is improving healthcare services as well in Rwanda. So I will be talking a lot more about that on my channel as it develops. But at the moment, we are sort of in discussions and working towards finalizing, securing the contract with regards to healthcare placements in Rwanda. So yeah, that's basically one of our projects. Another project we're working on actually is sort of real estate, and so anybody who is interested in like buying land or any house in Rwanda, because land is quite affordable, we're encouraging people to actually invest in Africa specifically at the moment, because we're just focused in Rwanda at the moment. So we sort of help anyone who's interested in securing land and potentially building housing or doing any form of business in Rwanda. I will be, as I said, letting you guys know more about those projects, but we've also got Patrick's brother who is, sorry, Patrick's leaving us for a moment because we have got kids, and I think one of them has woken up, so he's got to go and sort the baby out. So yeah, so that's something that we're looking at as well. So real estate within Rwanda. So already we have people contacting us about buying land. We've got our brother also building some houses there. So if anyone again is interested in buying land and buying any sort of houses in Rwanda, then you can send me through a message as well, and I'll help you to gain land. And we're just encouraging people out there to invest in Africa, basically. So has anyone else got any questions? Is it the same way in Ghana or Gambia to buy land? Yes, that's correct. Yeah, it is all land, I guess, belongs to the government. So yes, it's a 99-year lease. Hope that answers your question, basically. So that's it. I must say as well, like the projects that we're working on really aims to also create jobs for local people in Rwanda. So a big problem in Rwanda, but not just Rwanda, actually across Africa, is the huge unemployment rate amongst young people within Africa. That's a massive problem, and you know, it affects so many things like healthcare, education, livelihood, you know, survival. So that's what we're trying to do, is create opportunities for people to strive within their communities. So that's what our projects aim to do as well. So just want to say thank you guys. We've got some more people joining the live. Thank you guys so much for coming in here and, you know, celebrating this occasion with me. I really appreciate all the love and support. If you haven't hit the like button, please go ahead and click on the like button. I really appreciate that. And when you're finished as well, don't forget to share this live. I really appreciate it. I have got some notes here as well, so that I don't forget anything. Patrick was going to talk about the poetry business that we're planning to start as well in Rwanda. Again, that is an opportunity to create jobs, and I will be documenting that whole journey when I get back to Rwanda, from like how we like get the land to, you know, how we sort of set up the poultry farm, and sort of give sort of the financial forecast on that. So I will be going into more details with regards to the poultry farming that we're planning to do. Sorry, Africa needs to lease if don't. Sorry, don't. Yeah, so you know that's why there's obviously a big movement right now. You know, Wodemaya, so many other YouTube channel. You've got Black Seeds, African Superstar. They really encourage people to invest in Africa. And you know, if we don't, who else is going to do that? So we encourage every one of you to consider investing in Africa, because yes, you know, the Chinese are there doing it. So if you don't grab the opportunities and invest in your people, and contribute to development of Africa, in how many years times you will see that it's basically populated by the Chinese. I have no qualms for the against the Chinese. I don't hate the Chinese or anything like that, but obviously they do have a strategy and they're thinking long term when it comes to Africa. You know, obviously what the Chinese are doing in Africa is not new. The Europeans have been doing it for centuries. So I think they're just sort of repeating that protocol, but in a different way slightly. So yeah, we have to invest in our people and obviously contribute to the development and progression of Africa. So yes, you make a valid point there. John is saying that he just found my channel. Welcome, John. Welcome all the new people who have just come into the live. We're here celebrating 1K subscribers. Thank you guys so much, every single one of you who've taken the time out to subscribe to my channel. Like, I cannot express how, you know, how much that means to me. I really appreciate that. Someone is saying they're still learning about lease of land and how it works. So, you know, like when you lease the land, obviously, like, for example, Rwanda, if you lease the land, the land does belong to the government. So say, for example, you've got 99 years. After 99 years, the way it would work is that it would either go back to the government, or if the lease was renewed, then whoever takes over the lease and renews that lease, the land will still belong to them. So, for example, myself and my husband have bought land in Rwanda. When the lease should run out in however many years, you know, obviously we want to transfer that land as inheritance to our children, and we would expect them to renew the lease, basically. So that's kind of how it works. Yeah, that's how it works, basically. I hope that answers your question or your statement a bit. Thank you very much for what you have. Okay, thank you very much as well. Thank you for subscribing if you're a subscriber. And if you're watching and you're not subscribed, why are you not subscribed? Tell me. Like, comment in the comment section, please. Comment in the comment section why you're not subscribed if you're watching. It's free, guys, and one thing we need to do is that we need to support each other in, you know, the progression of what we're trying to do. You know, obviously, are the projects based? Okay, so got your comment. So are the project based in Kigali or in different regions around the country? That's a really interesting question. One of my projects is actually based in, well, not in Kigali, but just outside the city of Kigali. And then another project of ours is based in the northern province of Rwanda, and that's in oh God, why am I going blank? That's at Lake Brera. Yeah, so that's the northern province of Rwanda. So thanking all the new people for coming in and subscribing. Really appreciate you guys joining the live. We're celebrating 1K subscribers, guys. Like literally, I'm really excited. I'm really happy. So I'm just reading the comments. So yeah, so I hope that answers your question. And we are looking to, like, our projects, we're looking to work around Rwanda. And you know, if the opportunities come, then we would also like to extend our projects to different countries within Africa. But at the moment, we're focusing on Rwanda. Interestingly, actually, I wanted to start some projects in Ghana before I met my husband. I was actually, no, the year I met my husband, I was planning to move to Ghana and setting up some health projects there. But then I met my husband and yeah, things. But I am hoping to expand my projects or our projects, and that will sort of branch out to other African countries as well. Okay, so any more questions? If you've got any more questions, please send them in. I'm seeing Mr. Hillary saying I have subscribed. Great. Okay, someone is asking, so I'm eager to learn about pros and cons of Rwanda. Is it expensive to live in, even though $1 200 francs according to Google? Okay, so let me just tell you this. It really just depends on where you want to live. Like Kigali, I would say, is a bit pricey. And then outside of Kigali, you'd find that the prices are a little bit less. So it really depends on where you want to live and what opportunities you're taking up once you're in Rwanda. So, like, where I would recommend, so Kigali is expensive, but you have another airport being built by the government. So that's called Bugesera Airport. And so Nyamata Bugesera is less expensive than Kigali, even when it comes to buying land. Land in Kigali can be quite expensive, but if you're buying land outside of Kigali towards the airport at the moment, then it's less expensive. So, and you know, right at the moment, because they're building the airport, this new airport in Bugesera, the land around the airport is a hot cake, and I've already secured land, or me and my husband, we've already secured land around there. So yeah, it just depends on where you want to live and what you want to do when you're in Rwanda. But the city, Kigali, is a little bit pricey. So yeah, I hope that answers your question, actually. Yeah, I hope that answers your question. You're asking what is the process of buying land in Rwanda. I will do a separate video on that. So a separate video is coming because it is quite a detailed process. So a separate video on buying land in Rwanda will be up on my channel, hopefully within the next 2 weeks or so. But it will be on my channel. And yes, if you're a subscriber, definitely, and you've clicked the notification bell, you will be notified every time I post. So stick around and wait for that video. So guys, there's a project actually that I want to announce. This is the first time I'm actually announcing this project. Really excited because I've been doing a lot behind the scenes when it comes to Rwanda, but been a little bit reluctant to sort of like, you know, just say what I've been doing. But I think now is the right time to sort of share with my followers and supporters what I've been doing behind the scenes. So just bear with me. Thank you so much. Thanks so much. You can send me emails and things if you want to go into details with regards to anything that you feel like I haven't answered properly. So guys, we're actually launching. Just so you're asking, are the street cities clean as people say? literally, if you haven't seen Wodemaya's video in Kigali where he was eating out of a gutter, you need to go and see that here on YouTube. His name is Wodemaya. So WODE and then space MAYA. So that's Wodemaya. And that's where he was eating out of a gutter in Kigali, which gained popularity in Rwanda, because Rwanda is actually, I think it is the cleanest city within Africa. And I can testify to that. Like they do a monthly cleanup where the community gets involved in cleaning the streets of Rwanda. They don't allow plastic bags. Plastic bags are actually illegal in Rwanda. So yeah, it's very, very clean. It is like extremely spotless, I would say, definitely. Okay, so the project that I'm launching, guys, it's called the Africa Rising Development Fund, or sorry, Investment Fund. Sorry, my husband is coming back. Oh, he's not coming back. Sorry, he's just come to grab something. So yeah, that's Africa Rising Development Fund. Okay. And basically what this is about, it's basically a pot of cash that allows for young entrepreneurs in Rwanda to pitch their business ideas. As I said previously, unemployment is a big issue amongst young people in Africa. So specifically, this investment fund is targeting young Rwandans. So they come to basically pitch their business ideas, and then we give them a small investment of between 200 to 1,000 pounds. Okay, I've got my notes here as I don't want to forget anything. So basically, what we want to do is we want to raise about 10,000 pounds, and this is specifically going towards helping young people in rural setting, because the young people in sort of the rural villages and communities tend to be left behind. That's from my experience. So this investment is targeted at young people within villages. So I really would love if you guys could support this project by donating. I have left a link in the description box below, so you guys should be able to see that. Go ahead and please contribute towards the fund so that we can help at least 25 or more young people within Rwanda. We're hoping that that will sort of expand, and we'll be able to work with and help even more young people within Rwanda. So that's the Africa Rising Investment Fund. So that's the name of it. And yeah, the target is £10,000 to start off with, and we're hoping that that will grow. So please go to the GoFundMe page in the description box and go and support me. I really appreciate that. So here on YouTube, as I said, we've reached the 1K subscribers. The next target is 5K, right? 5K subscribers, because what we're trying to do is gain exposure, and so more and more people know about what we're doing here on the channel. And then it's all about inspiring each other. I'm also learning from so many of my subscribers as well, who also have their own platforms and are doing amazing things on the continent. So it's really inspirational to be a part of this platform of change. Sorry, someone saying, can you have dual citizenship there in Rwanda? And do you know how long it takes to acquire citizenship? Yes, you can have dual citizenship. I think at the moment they're having some sort of changeover within the policies within the whole with regards to the whole citizenship in Rwanda. So that is taking some time for people to gain their citizenships. But yes, you can. And it does vary. I think now they're wanting people to do a test like they do here in the UK. So yeah, it does take some time. and it depends on what you're doing. So I think if you're doing a business in Rwanda, they initially give you 3 months residency or stay, and then they give you, I think, 1 or 2 years, and then you have to sort of reapply there, and then you can maybe get your indefinite residency. So I think that's how it works. But you can find out more information via the Rwanda Development Board, which is based in Kigali as well. So, you know, you can go there and actually gain a lot of information from them, because they sort of oversee everything that's going on in the country, and they support people who are coming to do business in Rwanda. So yeah, the Rwanda Development Board gives so much information to people. So you can Google them and find them online, and email them as well if you need any further sort of information on particular areas. So guys, that is it. Thank you guys so much again for joining me here on the channel. Really appreciate it. We're just coming to a close now. If anybody has any further questions, please go ahead and type them in the comment section. I'd really appreciate that so much. Let me see if I can also post the link for this GoFundMe. So if anybody wants to go ahead and copy link. Sorry guys, bear with me. Bear with me. Just want to get the link and see if I can basically put it in here in the group, so that if anybody wants to go ahead and contribute towards that, then they can. Hopefully this link is working. So yeah, guys, we are coming to an end now. So is this a question like to get connected with people who want to do work building and manufacturing? Definitely, if you send me an email, we can talk a bit more, and I can put you in contact with people that may be able to help you as well. So please do go ahead and send me an email. So guys, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate your time. The live is coming to an end right now. Thank you guys so much. As I said, I really want, the next goal is reaching 5K. So yeah, so help me out on this journey. Share the video, like the video, all that good stuff. Guys, thank you so much, and I really appreciate your time. Until next time, guys. Cheers. Take care. Bye-bye.